Hey, Jay Jones.
What's up? What's up?
When was the last time you seen your default picture?
I don't know, bro. Wow. Is it bad? Is it old?
Hey,
Oh, I'm upside.
for years, bro. Remember I told you about that one? Remember the one you was in there? You was like, I don't know. You'll see. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna snapshot the picture of it, and I'm gonna send it to you. No, I'm gonna do it right now. Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off.
No, no, no.
You want to see it right now?
I don't want to see it right
All
now.
right,
I
all
don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh too hard.
right. That's a good picture,
Is it? Am I? Do I look inebriated?
bro. Do the thing. Yeah. Do it. All right.
So stop video.
Yeah, stop it.
Oh, I can see it. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't got to screenshot that.
Take that picture, bro.
I was at a wedding and I was. I probably had a couple of coffees.
Coffees. That's what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
yeah.
Little
Couple
Java.
coffees. A little. Yeah. You know how we do.
Yeah,
You gotta stay up all night the night before the wedding. Then you
absolutely.
gotta drink the coffee.
Bro, I had a great time at your wedding.
Hey man,
That was a lot of fun. That
I
was
heard.
like a time. That was like a time in my life where I had went to your wedding, I went to my other homie wedding, and I went to my cousin wedding or her.
Your cousin was with you, huh?
And my cousin was with me. My
Yeah, I
cousin
know.
Desi was with me. Yeah, that was lit. I had a good time.
DeMarcus, you here, man? We
Yeah, check,
recording, D Money.
check,
We
check,
can't see
check,
you.
check.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, you good?
Perfect.
Man.
We back.
Back. So y'all ready to get it going?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, so welcome back to the BLI podcast. It's your boy K.Sloan, aka Coach Juice, and I'm here with the homies.
Jay Jones. I mean, I ain't got no nickname. I'm Jay Jones.
Yeah,
Jarrell, aka Jay Jones.
that's a nick.
JJ.
That's a nickname. We got the wise and wop the wisdom, Mr. Lipton Go.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. It's the ball brother right here. Um, and so speaking of which, I just real quick, I want to mention I appreciate the fact that you did cut your hair after.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I
Cause
got
you got to be
messages.
serious.
Got messages for that too.
You got.
Hey, it was funny though, bro.
My own mama was like, "You do look better when you bald." Oh,
Mm.
thank
And you do you focus like you got to understand how focused you are right now, DeMarcus. The last podcast you was pressing buttons and stuff.
Yeah,
Look how focused you are.
now you locked in, bro.
You
There's
locked
another.
in.
There's somebody else to talk to. I'm crying.
Terrance, my guy.
We have
Shout
What up? What up?
our guest. So, would you like to introduce yourself, good sir?
Yeah, I'm Terrance Holloman. Jay called me T Holla, but I usually go by T these days. Coach Holloman, all those things. Good to be here, fellas. I appreciate y'all for having me.
One
What's
thousand
up?
percent, brother. Good to have you here, man. And then Jay Jones, Terrence, how long y'all known each other, man?
Oh nine?
Oh yeah, oh nine. What a time.
16 years,
Good
bro.
Lord.
Hey, one time.
One time
This
for
is a
the
story.
West.
This is a story I can tell. You remember when Coach Kofor said take your shoes off and you thought he was saying
Yo, all right. So
one of our coaches got mad, bro, because it was mud at practice one day, mud, crazy,
facts.
and everybody was running in with their cleats on. Our coach was pissed off. What he say?
Yo, so I was standing there getting undressed, and all I heard was "Take your effing drawers off." I said, "Oh wait, what?" This is my
Oh,
freshman year. I thought
He
I heard him
didn't
say
say
that,
y'all.
but that's
You
not what he
probably heard
said.
it.
yo, that's an
Take your
AO
effing cleats
coach.
off.
That's
Yeah,
not
he
what he
said, "Take your
said.
effing cleats off." But JJ looked me square in my eyes, and he saw the fear, and I was like, "Oh no, I made the wrong choice. Like I wasn't supposed to come here."
Bro,
He
And
that's
said
so,
shoes, bro.
absolutely. So you start taking your drawers off in the middle of everything?
no, bro, I just
No,
froze. I just froze. I was like, "Oh
he heard him
no."
wrong, bro. He heard him
Yeah,
wrong.
Oh,
I
And I
heard
was
him
right there
wrong.
next to him. I said, bro, he said shoes. Cause he looked like, what he say? I said, he said shoes, bro. Take your effing shoes off, bro.
oh.
Oh
I
man,
was
I
saying,
was
like,
oh.
whoever that coach is, I'm like, hey, bro, your days are numbered, bro. Your days
And
are
you know
numbered.
he
Your days are
takes
numbered.
individuals, so everything he says sound like a scream. And
Yeah,
so it was
That's them Texas coaches, though, man.
Ooh, I cried laughing, boy. I
oh
forgot
my
about that
goodness.
College
story.
coaches.
That's a fact.
All right.
That's crazy.
But no, yeah, 16 years, man.
16 years, man. It's always great to know people that long. I always say people know Jarrell forever. Like, it'll never really, he just be knowing people for forever. Like,
Oh yeah.
people love Jay Jones. Speaking of which, you
Shout
see
out.
Coach? You see how he doing?
Yeah, my boy got coach of the year H-Town area.
Doing his thing. Shout out to Coach, man. Kyle Coates over there at College Park High School. Did 12-2 last year.
Yeah. Lost to DeSoto, but DeSoto won state, so hey.
Not real talk. But yeah, man. I mean, everybody good though. You know, just check in with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mental health where it need to be. You feel me? Like boys is doing all right. You a father, Terrance?
I'm not currently a father. Feel like I got a lot of kids. Shout out education, but
not for real. For real. But
hey, hold on, all y'all fathers?
Oh yeah.
I got one.
Oh yeah. I got one 13 years old.
DeMarcus got a grown up.
DeMarcus daggone near grandfather.
I'm crying. Hold on now.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. Don't be giving an extra kids to the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything good though, man. You know, it's we almost halfway through January. Month just started.
Year just started.
Real life.
2026.
Y'all still hold up y'all resolutions?
I don't want to resolutions no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always feel like at the end of the day, my resolution is to be a better man than I was every day. Every day I got a resolution.
Yeah.
Do you?
Every day, bro. Do I do a great job of it? That's subjective. Oh, you gonna shake your head? No, huh? So I got the gallery view on this time, so that everybody can see our reactions as people say things, because really they be trying to play me. Like DeMarcus be holding me on the reactions. That's why I'm gonna put the video up just so people can see how he be looking at me, which is why I can't keep a straight face sometimes. Sometimes talking and like you can't see what everybody else doing, so I'm gonna keep the gallery view on unless somebody's like talking for a while. So
Kerry hold me with this picture.
Which
oh no!
Wait! Start talking. Say something.
That's crazy.
I'm back. We back. Yo, that picture, the eyebrow up. You got that eyebrow up too. That rock brow. The rock says.
Was that at my wedding?
I think that was at your wedding, DeMarcus. I told him I had stayed up all night and I needed a coffee.
Yeah, he didn't go to sleep.
And hey, man, it'd be like that though. It'd be like that.
He got to work and came straight there. So I promise I'll be there, but I gotta go get this money.
I gotta go get this money real quick. I'm working at Lowe's at the time. Hit the forklift, boom, took some wood down, got back to the wedding.
There it is.
Real brother.
Pause. Why you looking at me like that, DeMarcus?
So everybody on gallery mode. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
Got to. But man, let's get to it, man. We got some stuff that we want to kind of share with y'all. So let's kind of dig into it, just give y'all some background. Again, the podcast for you new members or visitors, viewers. We are a mental health podcast. We generally talk about things that maybe you should have been talking about with your therapist, but you never ended up talking to that person anyway. So now you're talking to us, or listening, should I say. So we're going to just chop it up a little bit. Fitness is the first topic. And I put down, fitness didn't save my body, it saved my mind. And I said that topic to say that I think when you talk about mental health, when you talk about doing better, when you talk about loving yourself, I feel like working out is the greatest form of self-love. I feel like there's nothing else that I've ever done. And I heard that quote and I resonated immediately, because like you think about being a former athlete, that was where early in life my confidence came from. And belief in self, and learning how to go through adversity, and learning how to handle what was going on at home if I had anything that was an issue, and learning how to like respect, other people, respect women, all that stuff I really learned through working out, fitness. It's such a big mental assister. Like I feel like it just really helps you do better when you are taking care of your body. Personally, I feel like I'm a terrible person when I'm not working out, bro. Like I feel like when I'm not, like if I go a week without ever going to the gym or ever running or ever hooping, I'm an asshole, bro. Like I just know. And then once it takes like past a week, it's like then I get in my asshole era. Like I'm just a terror. Like I for real, I'd be a terror. Like people be like, man, you need to work out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because if I don't, then it's like I have to fill that gap with something else. And I like y'all to kind of speak to that, man, because that's my own experience. But how's y'all's experience with that? And we can go either way. Anybody can take that.
think it
Just think
creates.
about the.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say, just think about the discipline that it creates, though.
That's
Like you just said.
exactly what I was going to.
Okay.
Exactly the exact same sentence.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, so you create a discipline in that, it helps you create discipline in life. Because like some days, like this morning when I woke up, I was like, man, I need to go work out. I need to go get this workout in. And it creates that discipline, like in other areas of your life. If you can create that discipline there and you do it every day and you make it a habit, it's almost like it makes everything else easier to make good habits, and sometimes bad habits, but it's easier to create a habit when you're creating that workout habit for me. So that's how I feel about it. DeMarcus, well, how are you gonna spend that? My bad.
Pretty much the same way, but I'll put an extra spin on it. I think the quote I got, the person I heard with this quote was Mike Tyson. I don't know if he got it from somebody or this is his original quote, but he said to do things you hate like you love them. And when you create a discipline and you get further in creating even more disciplines, then you have that discipline to even enjoy more things in life or to know when to put a stop to it or know when to begin it and keep it going until it becomes unhealthy. So discipline in itself is just that part of life that you can tell when somebody has a great deal of it, you can tell when somebody struggles with it, and you can tell when somebody doesn't have it at all. And they show their head in many different ways and forms in our lives.
Facts.
Facts. I think when it comes to like the working out, like you guys were saying, it does build that discipline, but I think it also builds like an inner peace with self. I think the working out and like feeling like you're contributing to yourself being better, that leads to the natural process of like feeling like the day is going better. Like, most people try and work out at the beginning of the day because you feel like you've accomplished something. I feel like it sets you up to create a good course of action throughout the day and good habits. Like, I know at least back when me and JJ were playing football together, even if it wasn't the season, if we didn't go get a little workout, the day was a little fiery in the apartment. People was going at it, people bumping heads, but we go ride the bikes, go run or something. It just takes the tension off of your day. It allows you to decompress in a way that most things don't. I think the working out just it contributes so much to the well-being of a person that we don't really realize.
Bro, that's a fact. You said something about being like the early workouts too. There's something to be said about that early workout. I personally struggle a lot with working out early, but when I do get the workout in early, it's crazy how much it changes everything for my day. Even if I don't get the whole workout in, just getting up, putting my shoes on, getting to the gym, or maybe getting that run in, and then starting the day, it feels so much more. Like I have so much more energy. Like I have so much more positivity. I have so much more like readiness in my ability to approach people, man. Like it's different than when you just wake up and then you at work, or you just wake up and you start dealing with people and you're like, man, I ain't even like detoxed out the shit from yesterday. Like I ain't even got that shit out yet. Like it's like now I'm already dealing with with my stress from yesterday. So I think that's another part of it. You know what I'm saying? It just helps you like detox the yesterday off you, because sometimes that yesterday be you dragging around until you do that, Stairmaster, you get up in that sauna, you hit that quick jog, and then you like, all right, that shit gone. Like I'm sweating. Like
yesterday. Oof. So you gotta work off that yesterday stress.
That shit'll fog your brain up. It'll be all on it. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just talk about that real quick because I think there's a lot of people that don't really understand that, or like even if you, and then I'll leave it like this. Like the last part is, in my opinion, is even if you just do a little bit, like when you talk about fitness for life doesn't have to be, you doing a push-pull variant in a workout session or over 6 weeks. It's just like going and doing something, like walking the dog consistently.
Sure.
If that's what your thing is, or going and playing basketball, if you want to go in the pool, just do something, because it will add to your mental health. It will help you fight those things that you fight alone, that people don't know you fight. Like it just helps. Go ahead, DeMarcus.
No, I think you're gonna take this a way I can't take it, but a lot of people describe a late workout as decompression, like decompression for the day. Now, hear me out, because I want you to take it somewhere. I don't know where you're going to take it, but I got a real good feeling that you're going to take it somewhere good. But it's a decompression. So what's the opposite of decompression when you start a workout in the early AM? if you're decompressing from all the stuff from the day, what are you doing in the early AM to get ready for that day that's making it such a great change for the majority of people?
I feel like you igniting your day. It's like your ignition. It's like you starting the car up. You know what I'm saying? It's like warming the car up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like getting it going. I mean, and Jarrell, you do this all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you know how working out, you know how after a workout, even if it hurts, when you walk out of the gym, it feels, you be like, that felt great. Even if you're sore, you be like, man, I just feel better. So I think, like they said, it's like igniting the car, it's igniting that fire. And when you feel better, those positive endorphins in your body, it's all going on. Your brain feeling better. You walking out, if somebody says hello or what's up to you when you get to work, you kind of already had that positivity rolling. But when I wake up, and like Kerry said, when I wake up and I go straight to work, and then, I have my door closed, somebody open it, what's up, Jarrell? I'm like, man, I ain't even feeling that right now. Like, hey, bro, it's 8 o'clock, bro. Get out.
Yeah, get out. Get out. Leave me alone.
I think that early workout gives me that, dang, I feel better. That made me feel good. And then when you get to work, it's almost like, hey, how you doing today? I might go in everybody else's office and speak, So
can I tee it up a little bit?
Yeah.
I also want people to realize too, like when we talk about fitness and stuff, fitness is person to person.
Yeah.
I think sometimes because we all grew up working out and doing stuff like that, people see people that are athletic or that are naturally fit and think that that is the definition of fitness. Fitness is just your personal well-being and your personal health. Like there's no picture perfect idealism of fitness. It's just you maintaining a healthy circumstance for yourself. I think that's what demotivates a lot of people or gets a lot of people down on themselves is because they don't look like what they see on Instagram or what they see on Twitter and stuff. Like, nah, fitness is just you being healthy for you. Like there's no picture you can look at to say this is the perfect fitness for you.
Yeah, 100%. And the other side of it, so there's a positive side to working out and fitness saving you, right? But then there's some people that don't struggle to work out and they go consistently and sometimes they go multiple times a day. And then some of these people they fixate themselves on their bodies and they get body dysmorphia. This is where this could get negative because some people it's never enough. It's just like we talk about it. There's addictions of all sorts and cons. So keep in mind, even though this is a mode of getting to where you want to get to with your mental health and with your body and things like that, there's other ways to do what you need to do. And there's always a limit. Like, don't just keep going to the sauna 4 times a day and think, oh, yeah, this is healthy because I'm in the sauna. No, bro, you being unhealthy because why the hell are you here 4 times a day? What are you doing in here? Like,
you're dehydrated.
Bro, there's these little shriveled up people that be in my gym in the sauna all day, bro. Don't leave, bro. They come in, they throw water on the freaking metal part.
Yeah, to make it hot.
Bro, like, what you doing, bro? Chill out. Like they be now, oh, dude. I be like, don't lift no weights and walk out. I be like, bro, what are you all day?
You're gonna go drink some water and you're gonna gain that water weight
right back. It's just
coming back, big dog.
Everything got a bad side to it, so it just kind of understand that I think a well-balanced lifestyle actually includes balance. So just keep that in mind and find that balance for yourself. But I guess pivoting to going to we also talked about being green and growing. So I guess I want to go to the other one first. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about mental health. Yeah. So DeMarcus, talk to us a little bit about your topic and kind of what you were envisioning us kind of doing with that and where we should take it.
It was a question inside of a question. Is this newfound focus on mental health really helping us with mental health? Like, are we really getting better with mental health? And while we were talking about it, I looked up a study to just back up my feeling. And it's actually true. So the National Institute of Mental Health says that since the pandemic, the awareness for mental health has increased by 25 to 27% globally. The mental health landscape since the pandemic has improved in visibility and innovation. People are talking more. Services adapted quickly, and telehealth opened new doors, but many needs remain unmet. And that is where I was going with it. Like, we have put a huge focus on mental health. Like, it's all over social media. It's in our homes, it's in our schools, it's everywhere. And it's a focus on it, but we have just wrote out the equation, but not nobody, but the majority of us have not put into that equation and came up with an answer or just some type of method to get through mental health, to getting better with our health mentally. We see it in our youth. There's another study I have seen where it says our youth challenge has showed a significant increase in anxiety, depression, and feelings of isolation, partly from school disruptions and social changes since the pandemic. But yet, many needs still have been unmet, and the awareness of mental health care has been outpaced supply and demand wise. And large portions of people who say they want care still report difficulty assessing it. So that is the gap that I think we need to talk about closing, and also how people misuse it too. Like, we got to be honest. A lot of people that misuse the whole mental health thing because it's almost a get out of a jail free card. Somebody, we seen it in the NBA, we seen it on very high professional levels, we seen it on even low yielding levels, to where people just use it to say, "Hey, I feel anxiety, I feel this, I feel that." And it's like, I'm gonna take a leave, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, just so they do. I think Terrance brought it up earlier, where we're just getting away from responsibility and acknowledging it in the whole sense. So,
For sure. And where to keep going from where D was going from it, I feel like in a sense, like mental health, like you were saying, the mental health, the awareness, a lot more people are aware of what's going on with the mental health and aware of how that landscape looks and how mental health can come differently in different phases. But the way at which people are addressing mental health isn't also considered, to me, from my point of view, as beneficial as the outlook of people knowing about it. I think a lot of people know what mental health crises are, or they know that a lot of people have them, but not a lot of people know how to handle or how to work with those, or how even in their interpersonal life to address someone that may be having mental health issues. Because what do we see a lot? Hey, call this number if you know someone. Give this person this number if they think they might be having a mental health crisis. But how much do we really know as people on how to handle that and go with that and work with other people that have mental health crises? And then, like you were saying, using it in a beneficial way. I can't, if I know that if I lack the ability to show up on time, I can't attribute that to my mental health, right? I have to take accountability in my preparation, and proper preparation prevents poor performance. Is something I just try and work with. But at the same time, if I always attribute my shortcomings to mental health, am I really dealing with mental health, or am I just dealing with the lack of accountability and blaming it on something because people will take it away?
Terrance, I would add something to that point that you made, because I agree with what you're saying. Because we talked about it previously about things like something that you're struggling with and attributing it to mental health, but then the other side of it is, I think it still is. I think everything's mental health.
Yeah.
Like whether it's poor or great, depending on where you need it to be is the question. And I think that the problem comes in the lack of awareness, because there's so much authenticity that's missing from a lot of mental health conversations, because it gets real clinical and it gets real cliche, and it leaves out some of the real stuff. And I, before I kind of give more than that, Jarrell, kind of, this is your industry, like this is what you've been doing. And I got a story too about Sweetwater. I'm gonna tell, but kind of speak about a little bit of which, what I'm saying, your views on this.
I mean, I think,
state your credentials first, so people don't think that you BS.
yeah, well, I'm a qualified mental health professional. I have a master's degree in counseling and human development also. The people I work with, I work in mental health Monday through Friday, not every day, and on weekends if they call. But for the most part, uh, I think depression, anxiety, I think, like Terrence said, I think it's real. I think a lot of people have it, but I think everybody has a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety. It's episodes. It comes and goes. You can be going through something in life. You can have a death in the family that can cause a little bit of depression. You can not be able to pay your bills next month. That can cause anxiety. So I think people everyday life have depression, have anxiety. I think more of the, and I ain't gonna say more serious because all mental health is serious, but I think like schizophrenia, schizoaffective, bipolar, stuff like that. They do have some excuses. Because they go through a little bit. They hear things and see things that we don't hear and see. And the best thing for them is to get medicated or get with the right people to teach them coping strategies. I have a young man who wants to work, but he has schizophrenia. So we helped him get into where he works late at night. He does the stocking. He stocks things at night. He does, but I told him, hey, keep your headphones in. Like listen to music the whole time you're at work. That's a coping strategy. Because like if you do hear something, you hear your music, you kind of know what's real, what's not. You know you're listening to your music. If you hear somebody say, "I hate you," you get out right now. That's probably not happening. So try your best to keep your headphones in. If you think you hear something, like try to know what's real, like try to figure out what's real, what's fake before you react. Because they sometimes react to voices, and that's why people don't like to hire them. Because if I'm working, somebody's working with me, and I say, "Hey, f you," and they're like, "Well, I ain't never said nothing to you." That's what they hear. They do hear the voices are saying somebody saying "f you" right now, and like so they react to those voices. But with his headphones, he said he can kind of understand like, hold on, I'm listening to music. Nobody's saying that to me right now. Let me just keep doing my job. So it's ways that we teach them how to be more independent. We try to teach them coping strategies. We write treatment plans. Like the market said, we teach them triggers. We teach them negative consequences to reacting to anger. We teach them positive benefits to not reacting. So we teach them things. It's kind of like we start slow with triggers. We go to negative outcomes to reacting. We go to benefits to not reacting, and then we go to coping strategies.
And
And then when we get to coping strategies, we teach them how to cope with it. We teach them, hey, this is a breathing technique you can use to calm down. This is a grounding technique that you can use to keep yourself grounded. So, hey, grounding techniques is something like, hey, I can do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things I see, 4 things I feel, 3 things So it's almost like it teaches them how to ground themselves. Like, hold on, let me make sure this is reality. I see that. I feel that. I taste that. I smell this. So it's just ways to get around it. But when you don't have the help or you don't want the help and you use excuses, that's when I don't like it. Like if we're trying to help you and you don't want the help, but you use excuse, I can't get a job, I can't do this. We're trying to give you the help, but I don't want that help. I don't want that. It's like we can't do anything for you.
well,
So,
and to that point, Jarrell, because you in the industry where you do this with people that are on the extreme level of the spectrum, right? Like a lot of people are, especially the ones that it requires medication to be able to manage day to day function.
right.
Which I had too when I was in Sweetwater, which while I was saying
Right.
a brief story of Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Leonard? Leonard. So there was a dude named Leonard. I ain't gonna drop nothing else on that. But
Yeah.
there was a dude that, you know what I'm saying? He was like calling me the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like he pulled up to the facility. He was mad at me because he didn't get his medication. Started calling me out my name, calling me the N-word, this and that. And I was in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, this is time to fight. In my because I'm working with him, I'm helping him, but then I didn't understand at that time that mental health goes further than what's socially acceptable. Like, and I think when you talk about what you're talking about, Jarrell, like even to the point, okay, we got these extreme spectrum people that like, they like need medication, constant reinforcement. They need all these different supports, right? But then you got some people that are similar to like functioning alcoholics, like people that have mental issues and they can go through every day and nobody know. And I think that's a larger portion of our population. People that deal with trauma, because a lot of times these things that people struggle with is set off by something. Like it's usually set off by some traumatic experience that takes you to this point, and then now you're trying to figure out how to get back to where you were when you'll never get back there again. Like you never be untraumatized. Like it's still gonna be there. And then now you have to learn how to operate within this new self that you now have. Like authenticity is so hard to achieve when you worried about how your family gonna look at you. You worried about, how your girl gonna look at you. You worried about how the job gonna look at you, how your kids gonna look at you. This is everybody. Everybody deals with stuff like this. And when you try to suppress then it will come back out. Like and when you're talking about DeMarcus, my bad, and I know you're about to say something, but when you're talking about what you say in regards to is mental health being what it's supposed to be, when it comes to the awareness portion of it, I don't think so, because there's a lot of the cliche, okay, you're depressed. This is what people that are depressed typically do. And if you're depressed, it's okay. Like, you can be depressed and just be depressed, which, yes, all feelings are validated, but it's like there's so many more levels to it.
There
Like,
you go.
there's so many more. If you let it calcify, cement itself inside of you,
Mhm.
it could get to a point where you can like not even see it anymore. Like, you won't even notice it being real no more. And you'll be able to hide it so well that no one can even help you. Like, there's no help for you. You'll hold that for the rest of your life in a certain degree, and it'll come out every time that it's wanting to. Like, like you said, everybody deals with stuff, but authenticity, if you could bring something out and evaluate it, which is yourself, that's the start of everything great. If I can't look at myself objectively ever, that's scary, bro. That's scary. I need everybody to validate me and tell me, well, you're having anxiety, buddy. Just take a break. It's fine. It's normal. It's cool, which it is. It's normal, but then it's like, that's your excuse. That's your crutch. Walk around with it. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have whatever that thing may be. I mean, y'all kind of speak to that. DeMarcus, I know you about to say something.
Well, I was going to say that is the parallels that we're missing, because yes, what he just spoke of is on the extreme level, and what you just described is what the normal perspective, but the normal person would say is an everyday tier where you got regular trauma, financial traumas, family traumas, but at the same time, to go back to what Gerald was speaking on, we all need that counseling. And I think that's what we're missing for the people who are dealing with it on a moderate level. We need to understand the triggers. We need to understand the coping mechanisms. We need to know, hey, when I meet this fork in the road again, what can I do to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or things that say, calm me down so that I can get through this and make a smooth landing. But we don't talk about that. Like, we put so much light and focus on the feeling. And the feeling can be temporary, but you can take a temporary feeling and drag it out to make improper decisions and even hurt yourself in even more negative ways just off of just taking the feeling too far.
100%. We talked about that last podcast with the feeling situation. I'll let you go, Terrance. I know you had a thought. But like when it comes to the feelings, your feelings a lot to you. And sometimes I think that's why therapy is good. And you know, we kind of joke around. I had said it earlier, like these are conversations you should have with your therapist, but you still ain't having, right? But like sometimes it be like that. Like sometimes you just need to talk about what's going through you. You know, I think your mind is so powerful that it will lie to you and it'll start telling you things that aren't necessarily the truth, because there's always multiple truths in every situation, especially when you're dealing with other people and when you deal with what people have done to you and you deal with how you perceive what people are doing and the environment, all that stuff. If you just turn it over in your own brain, that's dangerous. Like,
you can make anything true.
You can make anything true. Like, if you live in isolation and you don't talk to people and you don't tell nobody what you're thinking about, the crazy thoughts, the good thoughts, whatever, then it gets scary when you just take it all and just make it something. So you have to talk about it. You got to let it out and then just hear feedback from others, which is why I think therapy is a good option for a lot of people. Like, and if you ain't got, the wherewithal in you or the readiness to go talk to a therapist, then just have at least people you feel confident and trust to be able to tell what you got going on, and just have conversations. Not that you're going to listen to them about what to do in your life, but just being able to get it out is just so powerful.
Right. So to speak to the credentials, so I teach behavior at a middle school right now. Mm-hmm. And so like I work with a lot of kids that are challenged and have those different emotional receptors or those different social anxieties or depressions that they have to work through. And that's something we work through and we talk about a lot, is just understanding how to manage and navigate those moments and not using your disability as a crutch, but using it as a way to understand how to get better for yourself. I think especially in the age group. I work in a middle school. In the age group you see today, a lot of the kids are very self-aware, and they know things that bother them or trigger them, but they don't know what it looks like to do something to handle it the right way. Like a lot of the youth can tell you, like, hey, if the teacher raises their voice, it's going to upset me and I'm not going to be able to handle that right. Well, instead of saying it like that, let's not say we can't handle it right. We just don't know an approach to be able to handle that situation to where we come out healthy on the other end. We don't know how to not negatively approach it and lash out and give our raw emotions to something. And I think a lot of it sometimes is just understanding how to process. The biggest things that we see in mental health is people lacking the ability to process certain situations.
There we go.
And so they allow those things to take hold of them and control the narrative. And I tell kids all the time, like, hey, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be frustrated. What's not okay is to lash out because you didn't process how you were feeling first. And that's the first thing that you have to do. I can be depressed and I can be upset. And even I had a student a few years ago. He was very depressed about a lot of things that he was going through in life. And I would ask him, I was like, are those the measure of your life or just a circumstance that you're going through? Right? That depression doesn't define you. We have to find a way for you to stop letting the negative things that affect your mental define you as an individual. And we start using those to help us build and define a new role in our life.
And Terrance, to that point, that's a very good point that you made. And I think being one of those kids, being one of those people at times, because I've heard that said to me before. Because I'm a reformed crash out. Like all my crash outs are usually planned now versus the ones where I just punch walls and just lose it. But
we got it. Where we at, Sloan?
we at 30, 38. Let me close this. I'm gonna bring it right back. We're gonna continue this real quick. So I'm gonna bring it right back.